Hey, fellow pastors, McKay here, and I want you to imagine a nightmare scenario. The internet crashes. You have zero access to the web and no AI. What are you going to do for sermon prep? Well, there's no need to panic because you will know exactly what to do. You don't even need a computer. In fact, you can outline the message in under an hour without AI, without the internet, without anything, pencil, and paper, in your Bible. And the secret isn't a homiletical trick. It's realizing that you don't have to agonize over inventing artificial main points because there's an organic outline already embedded in the DNA of every text. And you know it as the biblical meta-narrative: creation, fall, redemption, and restoration. And once you see this framework as a hermeneutical grid, you can't unsee it. We simply translate that DNA into four sermon movements. We have the principle, which represents what is true, creation. Problem, how and why our flesh resists what is true, fall. Gospel is how Jesus redeems our resistance as our substitute in life and death, redemption, and then our response. What grace motivated, spirit empowered change, fruitfulness, is now possible in union with Jesus. That's restoration. For example, let's kind of map out Isaiah 55:8-9 really quickly. The my ways are not your ways passage. Let's do a keyword with ways, W-A-Y-S. Anchor illustration: a 2-year-old who thinks that they know more than their parents and so throw a tantrum when they don't get their way. Application: what if you could trust God's ways are the better ways? All right, so now let's go through the PPGR principle real quick. Truth: God's ways are better than our ways. Problem: the flesh. I think my ways are better than his ways. Gospel: the cross. Jesus shows us what it looks like to walk in the better ways of God, even when they're the harder ways, because we know exactly where he's going to walk. So a response, this is the Spirit, that in union with Christ, we are now empowered by the Spirit to walk in God's better ways, even when they are the harder ways. So really great application when it comes to that, trusting God's better ways. Simple, focused, clear, expository, redemptive, helpful. This framework takes the pressure off because you don't have to invent an outline from scratch. You just unfold the framework that's already in the text. It makes the outlining process intuitive and, I hesitate to say, but genuinely fun. And you can easily map the movements of any text using PPGR in under 60 minutes. And once you really get the hang of it, in far less than 60 minutes. And when you add an expository keyword to the mix, oh man, that is when things get really exciting. So if you need help with this, let me know. Let's talk about it. I'd love to be able to serve you that way. Join our free preaching community on School. Or if you want it all right from the beginning, preach360.com. You can check it all out. But hey, look, this is a nonprofit ministry where you can get a scholarship. If you are an under-resourced pastor, please apply at the website. We want to be able to help everybody get access to the tools helping pastors preach the fullness of God's grace. Again, my name is McKay, and I look forward to seeing you next time.